afternoon, good morning, good night. This is a discussion about three different things today. Today, we're going to talk about why millions of people are getting stoned to address their pain and their aches at their massage therapist office. We're going to be talking about how Reiki therapy and other energy therapies may be able to help you to relax and address your stress management concerns. We're also going to be talking about a happy ending to the work or the job shaming story, or the bit of information that I talked about with you last week. So before we go into anything else, my name is Kiva Mack. I'm a licensed massage therapist and board certified holistic health practitioner in Grand Prairie, Texas. And I am here today to talk to you about life and things that are happening in our world today, as well as about wellness and how you can manage your lifestyle in ways that are natural, or using strategies and therapies that are natural that can help you to live a better life. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about today was hot stone massage. Why millions of people are getting hot stone massage in their massage therapist office. Some of you, if you are a fan of massage like I am, know that the hot stone massage is the bomb. Yes, it is the bomb. It is an awesome massage therapy or add-on service that your massage therapist may have talked to you about, or you may not understand how it works, and you may not care how it works, just that it works. And I'm just going to give you some information, show you some hot stones, tell you some things about how the hot stones help to relieve pain. And if you're not experiencing hot stone massage, you may want to ask your therapist about adding that to your therapy session. For some therapists, that may be an additional cost to adding the hot stones to the service. For me, it is not. It is something that I add to my services because I think that it helps me as a therapist to really be able to address the pain that my clients are having. It also helps the client to reduce the pain that they're experiencing. So it's a win-win. So I include it in all of my services. So if you don't know, this is one of the stones that I use, and it's nothing fancy. It is literally just a stone. That's one. And this is one as well. And what I do with the stones is I have a heater. It's specifically for stones. And I put the stones in the heater and I heat them up. And they get to approximately 140, around 140 degrees. And I use them on my clients' aches and pains. A lot of the clients that I see have neck pain. They have a lot of shoulder pain. They also have low back pain. What I tend to do is I use deep tissue massage before I use the stone. So I start off with Swedish massage, and then because I use several different types of massage therapy in my massage sessions before, well, in my massage sessions, but one of those I use Swedish massage, and then I do deep tissue, and then I utilize the hot stones. So one of the things that the hot stones do is that it helps increase blood flow to the area. And what that does is it brings hydration, it brings oxygen to the area, and that helps to relax the muscle. And it also makes it a whole lot easier for the therapist than to have to really dig into that area to relax it, because that actually does the opposite for the client. If you're down there digging to China in that client's arm, then that's not going to be helpful or pleasurable for them. So I use the hot stones in that regard. So a lot of people with aches and pains are going to their therapist and they're getting stoned. They're getting stoned with these stones, these hot stones. This is another one that can help them to reduce their aches and pains. So that's hot stone therapy. If you're not receiving it from your therapist, you may want to talk to them about it. Tell them that you heard on the Kiva Mag Massage and Wellness live that it would be good for them to try, because it helps to relax the muscle a lot more effectively than massage, Swedish massage, or deep tissue massage actually alone. So be sure that you're talking to your therapist about different ways that massage therapy can assist in addressing your pains, your aches and pains. I also wanted to tell you about Reiki. So many people don't know about Reiki. Reiki is so awesome. If you are a person who likes peaceful environments, who likes breathing deeply, Reiki may actually be an option for you. Reiki takes place most of the time on a massage table. Uh, all massage therapists probably have heard of Reiki, but all massage therapists do not practice Reiki. So you would need to talk to your therapist to find out if that is an option for you. In the state of Texas, a massage therapist can actually touch you therapeutically. So they may actually put their hands on you, but not all Reiki practitioners do, and all Reiki practitioners are not massage therapists. What the Reiki experience is like, because you have to take it as an experience, not just somebody putting their hands on you, because that sounds odd. But what happens, and I'll just explain it to you. You go into, well, I'll tell you what goes on in my office. You come into my office, I'm going to ask you for health history, just like I would if you were coming in for massage. So you fill out the health history form. It's going to ask you for medications that you're taking, for surgeries, if you've had those in the recently. It's going to ask you the basics, your name, your address, contact information. And then, of course, there is a bit of information on the back that says if anything gets uncomfortable while we're doing the therapy session, that you can end it or I can end it. Then you sign off on that, and you get on the table fully clothed. There is relaxing music playing in the background. There is, in my office, aromatherapy oils are being diffused in the air. You get on the table, and I put bolsters under your knees and all. I make you comfortable. Then after that, depending on where I'm led, because Reiki is intuitive, it is also procedural. Some people follow a specific procedure. I don't usually do that. I will either start at the head or I'll start the feet, and I will perform the Reiki practice. And it is sometimes I integrate guided meditation in the process. Sometimes I don't. It just really depends on what the client is wanting. That is something that can be added to your Reiki session. So we do that. I do that, and then I go through the different chakras, the different hand placements, and we just breathe and we relax. And then depending on how long your Reiki session is, if you're just coming in for a 30-minute session, it's just relaxation, it's just breathing, it's just a hand placement, just really grounding. It's a very grounding experience. There's nothing crazy, there's no chanting, there's no burning of any incense, not in my room, my office, because it's a therapeutic, clinical like experience. None of that. And you just lie there and you relax. Because I have certifications in other therapeutic therapies, in other therapies, we can add crystals to that experience. We can add aromatherapy to that experience. We can add massage to that experience. We can add reflexology to your Reiki session. We can add tuning forks to your Reiki session. It really just depends on what you're wanting to experience. Like I said, guided meditation, all of those things can be added to your Reiki session just to get you relaxed, just to get you breathing smoothly in and out, and just get you neutralized, the stress, so that you can deal or be challenged by another day. But I love Reiki. I love to give Reiki. I love to receive Reiki. So if that's something that you're interested in finding out more of, just come to the KivaMac.com website. You can schedule a wellness consultation. I'll sit down with you and I'll show you the different types of services that I offer at the office. And then we can start to move forward to scheduling you so that you can get the services that you need that'll help you to move throughout your day and throughout your week and throughout your life in a way that's powerful for you. I also wanted to tell you about the conclusion of the Geoffrey Owens story. We talked about that last week, if I'm not mistaken. And basically what this story was about one of the stars of the Cosby Show who was spotted at a Trader Joe's working. And there was it wasn't a bit, it was a lot of job shaming that was going on in that story, in that man's life. So this really not a story. This is his real life. What I found out recently, due to one of my friends on Facebook, Geoffrey will be appearing in a upcoming NCIS New Orleans episode. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not that the man could not work. He was choosing to do the Trader Joe's job just to do it. And he had his reasons for doing the job and not going back into acting at that time for whatever reason. But I was just glad that he was able to do the work at the Trader Joe's and still do the acting job. He didn't have to choose one or the other. And he wasn't doing one because he couldn't do the other. He was just working. And I just found that really odd that people were really trying to shame this man for doing an honest job. But I was glad to also find out that he was going to be on a recent episode or an upcoming episode of NCIS New Orleans. So that was a good outcome to that story, even though there wasn't a bad outcome, but it was just an update. I also wanted to let you know that I do have openings for coaching. So if you like the angel card readings that I am giving, and you like the way that I provide insight into that process, I provide a process called angel card reading and spiritual life coaching or spiritual coaching. If that's something you're interested in, I do have availability on Friday at 2:15. So if you're wanting to book coaching or you wanting to book massage, Reiki, or any type of spa services, I do provide spa services. Just go over to the website, www.kivamac, that's KVAMACK.com, to check out those services. I do have in-office services and I have phone services that are available too. Just go online and book a session and we'll get that taken care of for you. But I am in the office on Saturday. However, I am booked solid. And if you're interested in booking something outside of Friday, you'll have to book it for next week. Just go to the website and you will see book online. Just click on that and you will be able to book a session there. Also wanted to let you know that next week we're going to be talking about this man shortage. And y'all, I don't believe that there is a man shortage. I'm not sure why. Awesome women. I have some awesome women in my life. I have cousins, I have friends, I have I'm not gonna say that. Cousins and friends. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, who are looking for great, awesome, amazing men just like themselves, great, awesome women, and they are having the hardest time finding one. So we're going to talk about that next week. I'm actually going to bring my husband on to talk about why that may be a problem or how these women are why they're facing the challenges of finding a good man. I'm also going to open up Facebook Live for you to come in and you to talk to me about that. You can also go to my website to the content page. No, it's contact page. And if you have any comments or questions, you can present those to me and I will read them on air on the Facebook Live, or I will have my guest, which will be my husband next week, to address some of those questions. And if you would like to appear on this Facebook Live, go to the contact page at KivaMac.com and let me know. I want to hear from you. But before we leave, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards. Today, I'm going to be looking at the Raphael Healing, Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle deck. And I'm just going to pull a couple of cards to let us know what we need to be focusing on this week. And I do not believe that oracle reading is about predicting. I never have, and I never will, because I understand that every time that I breathe, I talk to someone, I pray, I meditate, I am opening myself up to new opportunities of seeing things, new points of view, and that could change my future. So oracle cards help me to go deeper into the mind of spirit, or understand God and how he believes, or she believes, or it believes that my life should be moving in a peaceful and a harmonious way. So, tarot card reading, angel card reading, oracle reading for me has never been about predicting. It is about creating. When you allow other people to predict for you, you put your power into their hands. You're giving your power away. When you create it, then you're taking the power back. So let's see what energies we need to be focused on, because I believe the oracle deck represents the mind of God, or the possibilities in life. Let me say it like that. And when you pick out 2 or 3, then those are the ones that you're focusing on. And you are learning to manifest those things in a more positive way. I do not believe that the cards that you pull are not for you. I believe that the cards that are pulled during a session are specifically for you. I don't think that anything is random. So that's one reason why I like to do oracle cards. All right, so I'm gonna just put 3 out here. And I always ask for spirit to guide, lead, and guide us as we move into a point of consulting spirit, consulting God. Okay, so the first card that I see is relationships. And so I think what Archangel Raphael, spirit of healing, God's spirit of healing, because if you look at the word Raphael, Rapha means heal, to heal, and El refers to God. So God is a healer. God is the healer. So this energy, or this angel, I tend to look at the angels as energies. I don't see them as these little people. I don't really see them as people. Because one of the things is I'm a Black woman, and there's no way that I'm going to constantly be looking at all these white angels and saying, oh, they're so awesome. They are awesome, but it's not the picture that's awesome. It's the energy that the angel represents that is so awesome. And the energy is the energy of spirit of God. But when we look at specific angels, they help us to focus on specific aspects of our lives. So right now we're focusing on the healing aspect of our life. So I want you to understand that. So what this is saying is that we need to be focusing on our relationships. So this is relationships with family. This is relationships with friends. It is relationships with coworkers. So be mindful of your relationships this week, and understand that just like you're in a relationship with someone, then that person is in a relationship with you. And if we are mindful, if we are compassionate, if we are caring in our relationships, then everybody gets taken care of, because everybody is in a relationship. And if everyone is mindful and compassionate and caring in their relationships, fair and open in their communication, or truthful in their communication, then everybody gets taken care of. So be mindful and allow healing energy to move through your relationships this week. Another card is sobriety. And what this is talking about is not just alcohol. This is not staying sober, but this means being aware of the cravings that you have, and understanding that we need to keep those in check. I am currently participating in a fast. I'm fasting. I do intermittent fasting, and we'll talk about that on another feed. But that's what this is saying. To be mindful, eat mindfully, drink mindfully. Do not drink or eat or watch too much television in an attempt to drown out your emotions. So be very aware of the emotions that you're feeling, and do things like prayer, like meditation, taking walks, things that are going to ground you. It's when you pay attention to your emotions and when you're feeling those emotions that can help you to heal those emotions. So stay sober, stay vigilant, stay aware of what's going on around you this week. And another thing that the healing energy is saying is that we need to be consuming more organic foods. So organic foods consumption equals the reduction of consumption of processed foods. So things that don't look like they come out of the ground, you might want to stop eating all that. So Cheez-Its, even ice cream. There is no ice cream plant. There is no Cheez-It plant. There is no ramen noodle plant. So anything that doesn't look like it come out of the ground, you might want to stop eating it. And organic foods are even better, because organic foods are not full of the processed stuff. It's not got all the fertilizers and the additives and the hormones and all of that stuff. So eat more purely is what I think this is saying. So thank you so much for joining me on this live today. If you missed this broadcast, then always know, or any broadcast that I do, know that you can find it on KivaMac.com. Just look under the video tab and it'll all be there. I wish you so much peace and joy, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.